Hey yo guys, morning guys, welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is the psychiatric self-therapeutic multimedia project to solve the problems, challenges, and obstacles in our lives, as well as a self-improvement process to reach the high goals and ambitions that we have set for ourselves as well as those around us. If you'd like a brief introduction, a brief summary as to how we break down the Ahn Rho Project into domains of life, sub-series, analogies, and so on and so forth, you can check that out on our previous live streams, including the copyright-free music, live stream schedule, and so on and so forth, all that jazz in the previous live streams for the past 3.5 years straight to January 2021 and beyond for more updated versions. That being said, diving into the second segment, which is abridged into a Solve 6.5 override. System override version 6.5 means that we can use this system principle or rule to break all other system principles and rules, basically saying that even though there are roughly 11 segments grouped into 3 phases across a 15-minute live stream, so it won't take too much of your time, we can rearrange and do a lot of structural reorienting. We can move these segments around as we please in order to reach the goals that we set, that we have to attain to reach the checkpoints that we have to get through. So very pragmatic. The second point I want to mention, aside from that kind of system rule flexibility, is that of course in the future you can always just skip ahead by about a minute and a half, and that way you can skip through the abridged introduction straight into the content, especially if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and so on and so forth as a VOD. So I'll lower the volume. I'm going to say that right now I haven't slept at all, so I'm going to lower the volume because I'm probably going to be quiet compared to my usual streams. As you see, what you see is what you get. Segments 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 5 segments are part of phase 2. All the digital content, we have all that kind of stuff, all that jazz you see on the screen, a lot of stuff to cover. So you can just see as a mass collage of roughly, if there's like 15, 25 panel items on the left and right hand side, so 50 at least different things, from photographs and media assets to education materials and so on and so forth, to scan documents. So let's just dive into it. I'm just gonna get rid of all of them right now off the bat immediately. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll start off with the scanned item. So may it bring some comfort and help ease your sorrow too, to know that that warmest thoughts are there with each every one of you. So there's one card by American Greetings, Today and Always brand from Dollarama. Here's another one. Some people just know how to make others feel at home. And these are cards, like here's the inside of that. Special people like you, thanks so much. These are cards that I purchased at Dollarama dollar store. Here's another one, a third one, to thank each and every one of you. And here's the back again, Today and Always by American Greetings. And here's the inside, knowing people nice as you gives life a brighter touch, and so to each and all of you, thanks very, very much. Poetry, of course, as usual. And here's the outside envelope. So all these cards here are basically, and let me put on the logo now since I've started the stream already. So this is the Ahn Rho Project, of course, so I'm going to put on my little logo there on the side. Give me a second. But basically these cards are things I plan on keeping for my basically my makeshift family, who I have to resign from and leave from the workplace. And so I will be writing a gift. One of these is probably going to be for the B family who runs and owns the business. Another one for probably the floor, the department. So the flower one you see right now for the department that I'm in, because they're mostly a bunch of ladies, like 20 different ladies. And then probably the doggy one here, since the owners have like 3 dogs, and they're really adorable. Mango, Steve, they're just amazing dogs, and it really shows that they really know how to take care of their pets. But stuff like that. But basically, it makes you feel at home, and they've done that for me. They provide me a place where I can call home, where I never used to have. So that's that. And so that's the class 4 items I purchased on their behalf, because I want to gift them, and most likely I'm going to close about like $350. That's the money that they used to give for about the past 3 years accumulated of like Christmas money. I want to give it to them and say, just spend it on people on your staff, because their staff, the best gift for me is the best gift for you. Okay, so that's it. Now let's move on to this. What you see here is Reinichi. I want to lower the volume a bit, a notch even further down. This is by Reinichi Ron. So basically, Indonesian singer who does lots of covers for all sorts of pop culture things, like mainstream Western songs like Doja Cat. Now that's the main one that I want to highlight here. Doja Cat. She's covered. She's also covered a Canadian, The Weeknd, but mainly she went viral because Rainy Chi went viral because of Rainy Chi went viral. Her real name is Ran, apparently, because she covered Doja Cat's "Say So," and everybody was responding, reacting to it, and so that's that. And I found the song really sweet, and it made me happy. And so there's another one there, "Kiss Me More." So I found that was also really adorable for some reason. It's just her voice. I guess the Japanese language works well with these particular songs by Doja Cat, so credits to them. Again, not my stuff, but basically I downloaded them, and I'm going through a phase right now where I want to mention, I'm going to pull up this Excel document right now to the next side of it. And it says a dreadful, inevitable humiliation, so on and so forth. Shadow former self I become, self 65 over emotional reactivity. I'm experiencing deprived of childish desires rightfully mine. That's what I'm feeling, but ridiculous demand, natural demand, and so on and so forth. So I wrote down about 50 to 100 lines of my perpetual behaviors and thoughts, and need not be met. The normalcy, in order to resolve this, I don't have to get what I missed out on in childhood, just to kind of imagine what if I had it. But imagination isn't purely enough. It's really training myself, my behavior. But the best way to do that is just through mimicry. And so I watched several of these people reacting to Rainich, and I never thought that they would be therapeutic in any sense in this way. But basically, they remind me, some of these players, these reactors to the song remind me of old friends I had way back in elementary school, in high school, in middle school, and university. So F, I'm just abbreviating their names, F and V. They remind, and what some of them remind me of composure that I would like to have, the ability to be apathetic and to not be able to be hurt by anything at all, but almost to be almost emotionless. Now, I'm not trying to get into apathy, but the fact is, if that's effective, maybe that's what I can do. But I need more than just theory. Obviously, watching these people actively conduct that, maybe watching them, and how they conduct themselves through mimicry, just like a role model. That's how I can learn. And again, System 65 designates I can use it. That's basically you do whatever's practical. So that's what I do. Took too much time on that. Let's run through. Okay, we already went through this one, but basically, like I said, what you see here are photographs downstairs. You see the mass collages, of course, obviously, but also you see in the middle we have a lot of stuff we're gonna get through uh, in a second. So, first of all, I want to highlight here we watched even more narcissistic abuse, particularly with biological mothers and fathers. More videos, more downloaded. So there's right here. But also, I want to highlight some therapeutic comedy from Andrew Schultz, the Andrew Schultz, unsafe comedy, unsafe sets. So right there, stand-up gay bar right there. Also roasting the scariest white people, so Bosnians. He's got it. Again, it's very unsafe humor. It's just classic 90s humor as far as I'm concerned, so it's not really that unsafe. It's just people are really oversensitive nowadays. I admit that he's, whatever. That's great. And so I have downloaded some of that. Moving on the right hand panel, we have The Science of Everything, a podcast that I noted, and I'm going to take a second screenshot of the description, but right now it's on computational chemistry. Popped out a notification on my phone, and it said, I like academia. It's talking about molecular orbitals right now and the equations, the wave functions that they need. So, anyways, that's something that I may listen to when I'm working. Now, let's just run through. Okay, we see these collage photographs once again. Just get rid of them right now for now. The main one I have to highlight here, since this one is actually full screen size. The middle screenshots, you can see the collages above and below of the groceries that I purchased outside. We'll get to that in a second. But the main middle, we're gonna post at least 2-3 live streams today for the record, because it is a long weekend and I have lots to work through. So you can see right there directly in the middle, that's actually the after screenshot of all the groceries that I purchased. Sorry, of region H downstairs. Stammering. region H downstairs. And so I'm going to show you right here some maximized photographs right here. So you can see it's all sorted out from the usana health science, supplements, pumpkin spice, flaxseed, to utensils at the back, lucerne. Again, here's an aerial view from the front, or anterior view. And then we see, we can see again from the area view, this is directly above the utensils. On the top side, kind of on the right side, really, the larger items on the side closer down south, smaller items like ground flax, ground cloves, oatmeal bowl, right, paper towels. And so you can see that's the before and after snapshot. That's the after snapshot, sorry. So here's the before snapshot, a screenshot from my live stream yesterday. So it's a big mess here, you can barely tell, but you can see that's a huge difference, not just the contrast, but it's a big difference. I'll show you another one. Here's a better comparison. You can see it's all messy, horrific compared to what it was. I wiped it down. Here's some things left over: prune juice, nectar, meal replacement, and here's that again, all the ingredients spilled across the table, which I have sorted out. And so let's just go up there and compare once again. Here's a frontal view, anterior view, after snapshot, and here's again from the side, an angle side view. And so if you compare once again, there's just a major huge difference, as opposed to the screenshots downstairs, which, by the way, we're gonna go down in about a second right now, probably about 2 minutes time. We're just gonna run downstairs, and hopefully we'll be done with this. So this is region H1, like I said, and I've been really trying to get rid of that. So good stuff. Speaking of which, let's get rid of that. And before we go downstairs, I want to really just wrap up some stuff. So here's a mass collage of everything all at once. Once again, you can see the photographs of the stuff that we purchased from the grocery stores today, but main highlight the above collage screenshot there of everything as an after snapshot. But what I want to do before I go downstairs just briefly is this. We want to cover the digital assets that have to do with philosophy and education. So Daily Philosopher and Stoic Reflections. Once again, both of these pages not my own content, copyright notice. This is theirs. Check it out on Instagram. They're great pages. But if it's endurable, then endure it and stop complaining by Marcus Aurelius. Is it good advice? That's debatable. Obviously depends on context heavily. Sometimes you really gotta stand yourself and, well, take action to overcome something instead of just taking it at face value and being constantly berated by this challenge. You gotta find a way out. Daily Philosopher, the secret of happiness you see is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. Once again, debatable there, right? Sometimes you have to seek your own pleasures, but at the same time, you don't want to become too hedonistic. So that's Socrates. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna remove this. We got about 1 minute. I'm standing up. This is phase 3 live stream. What we're gonna do is go downstairs. I want to mention very briefly. There's 5 receipts here that well, we'll get to that. We have to go downstairs, so we have a minute left. So let's just dive right straight through the room. I'm gonna go quiet and lower the volume. We have about a minute left, so I'm just gonna go downstairs. And basically we're going downstairs because we're gonna try and cover the room. And so we have 45 seconds left. Welcome back to, I guess, region H4 or 5, 6. Now over here to region H1. Like I said, the table is completely clean. You can see it now. It's beautiful. I just gotta say that there's just prune juice here on the side that I gotta get rid of. I'm probably gonna have to use it because I think I have constipation. So this is my fault, my responsibility. I'm not taking care of it. But you can see over here, like, it's really clean and tidy now. So I wiped it all down here with dishwasher detergent and stuff like that, dishwasher fluid, sorry. And now all the oatmeal, all the flax seeds, all the ground ingredients like nutmeg and cinnamon, as well as the meal supplements, replacement bottles of lucerne and oatmeal at the back, including the utensils and the oatmeal bowl. It's all ready. We're done with this. Region H is done. Right? We're gonna return upstairs. We're ending this live stream, and we'll start the next live stream probably about half an hour or maybe immediately after this. Ciao.